Yeah, no, I think there's some countries, and I think in Great Britain it might be something they're doing where they have like a camera on, I think it's like every single intersection, and they're doing like facial recognition in like every direction.
Yeah,
And so again, I don't know if this
they're crazy. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read like years ago that you have to have like a license to buy a TV or something like that. Like crazy things
no
like that. Yeah,
a license to buy TV.
look it up, man. Look it up. Let's look it up
All
just to
right,
see.
I'm
I
looking
want
it
to
up.
know because
Like
I have that in my brain
that
and
sounds wild.
yeah, like
What?
put in UK or
I'll just put license to buy a TV.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, so we have nickdenis.com. These countries need license to buy a TV. You need an application. Okay, in the UK, there literally is
There you
a
go.
thing here that says, "Do you need an application form to buy a new TV license?" What the? You don't need an application form if you buy a TV license online. What?
So you need a TV license. Yeah, they
No,
track who has TVs and things like that. Yeah, so
no,
having a
this
camera on
can't be
every
real.
corner is like
This is like pay for your TV license,
yeah.
renew car. No,
There
this
you
can't
go.
be
I
right.
told you, man.
This is for like a hotel or something. Like this can't be for
No,
people.
I remember reading that years ago. That like if you want to go to like the UK's version of Best Buy or whatever they have, yeah, you have to have like a license or what, like it's documented so that they know that you have a TV.
Are people going around like killing people with TVs? Is that like like is that a thing?
I have no idea what the
Like,
rationale
is
is.
there guys just walking around with giant like 70-inch TVs and just smashing on stuff? Like
I don't know, man.
what?
Yeah, I've never actually looked it up myself. I just remember reading it somewhere,
Yeah.
and that now yeah, that's interesting.
So everybody who's listening to this or watching this right now, look up and put comments, and I'll put the comments in the YouTube video on why this would be a thing. Like that seems insane to me. License for a TV. Because like I understand like obviously like cars, right? Cars make sense. Because even now I think we're too easy on licensing, like letting people drive. I feel like you know.
Well, since I've had a kid, now it's like everything is dangerous, right? And
Yeah.
so I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, why is that person allowed to drive? Like, fuck you, man. Like I got a fucking kid here. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel the same way. It's a bit, especially in all old people. It's. I mean, we all get old, but
That's
there's a
that's
certain
age.
age.
That's ageism,
No
Nick
man,
Denis.
that's reality.
Ageism.
And there's a certain age where they should bring back testing. It's like
Well, I think you have to get an eye test. I think right at a
I
certain
think
age.
you think you need to do more than see. Like you need to have reaction time and things like that, and
Yeah.
judgment and
Yeah. See, I have mixed feelings on this, right? Because like I have a pretty libertarian like mindset. Like I feel like you should be, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you should be able to do like whatever, right?
yeah. But a
But
1-year-old can't drive.
says you. No, but like with some things, it does make sense, right? Like with vehicles, it does make sense that you have to have some sort of like course or something so you at least know how to drive. But I think a lot of that's gonna change when self-driving cars are more common, right? Because then maybe a 1-year-old can drive, right? A 1-year-old can get in your self-driving car.
You think a 1-year-old is gonna be able to drive a car
I
with a
don't know.
self-driving car?
Was AI inside, saying like, "Get in, Marcus. I'm driving you to daycare."
Yeah.
Goes to daycare. Is like, "See you in 8 hours, Marcus, or
We'll
6
see. We'll
hours."
see
Whatever.
about that.
And maybe there's like a little hand in the car that just kind of scoops in, grabs him by his pants, like, droop, droop, droop. See you later, Marcus. Boop.
That's like the Jetsons.
Yeah, exactly. Little arm that goes, and then a foot that go boop and like kicks him out. He's got his little lunch box and walks into daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I
Not
think
anytime soon. Certainly.
self-driving cars are getting there. I think they're still a long ways away because like I think there's some things that worry me about self-driving cars, right? Like one of the things that I've read is there's a situation where a self-driving car is about to get in an accident. The car recognizes it's getting into an accident, but it has two choices, right? It could do something. It could maneuver off the bridge and kill the driver, or it could smash into this other car and kill a whole family, right? So the person driving the car is like, well, fuck it. I want myself to be safe. So do whatever it takes to have me be safe. But then as a whole, right, it makes more sense, to essentially one casualty instead of like 6 or whatever, right? So it's kind of like this weird predicament that kind of makes people really uncomfortable when they talk about it.
Yeah, so like I don't think like those things happen. Like
Eh,
it's not that's not like that happens.
yeah.
It's like it's not like a and I don't think humans also think it's more like shit fuck.
Well,
That's what
yeah.
happens.
But
It's not like, oh geez, what happened in my ethics 101 course? Oh, I do want to live, but should I value? Is my life more valued? Like that thing doesn't happen there, and it doesn't happen in the machine as well.
well, I think the machine has a lot more time, though. It has a lot more um I guess the potential of the reaction time of a computer, right, should be better than the average person driving a car, right? The decision
Probably
make
not, actually. Probably definitely not.
I don't think so.
No, I mean like
I've seen some people drive that have really bad reaction time though. Like I've seen some people like steer the wrong way, and like
sure, I'm sure there exist people on the planet that are and that shouldn't be driving and have slower reaction time than
yeah.
a machine that has to like I don't even know. Are they pinging APIs or is it an onboard machine like on edge device that's doing the inference?
I think
What's
it's
the frame rate at which they're collecting data?
yeah.
And so like there's a lot of factors.
So from my understanding, I think it's a bit of both, right? So I think some stuff gets handled on board, and then I think there's always like a live stream connection. I think most of them work this way, where it's like I guess a portion of it's being done on board in the vehicle, and then the big data crunching parts are being done off site, right? Like it's wireless or whatever, like through I think it's like cell signals. So I think, and the reason I think that works is because I don't think you're always gonna have a connection. So there can be some roads you go on.
You're not gonna have connection all the time, no.
Yeah, exactly. So I think in those particular instances, some vehicles are able to still drive and some aren't. Like some will shut off. This is my understanding, very limited understanding of how self-driving cars work. But there's a bunch of sensors on the vehicle. The computer in the vehicle is always processing stuff and it's constantly sending data out and receiving feedback from it, right? So it's gonna be a mix of both. But as far as like the reaction time goes, I don't think it's there right now. So I think because there have been accidents in self-driving cars, right? Like there was that one guy, I think he was watching porn or something, and he's in a Tesla and he essentially hit a transport trailer and it cut the top of it off
I
or
mean
something.
there's lots of accidents that happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not like a couple instances. There's a lot.
yeah, but I think like eventually it'll get better and better, right? And I think it'll be safer, but I think there's still going to be these instances where maybe you would rather make the decision instead of somebody else. But now if you're at the point where all cars are self-driving, they don't have steering wheels anymore, I personally would feel
I
uncomfortable.
don't think that would happen. Not for a long time.
Minority Report, right? They didn't have
No, I
steering
don't
wheels.
think that'll happen.
No?
There's going to be very real. The biggest thing that's limiting self-driving cars, I think, and that kind of stuff, I don't think is technology. I think it's like like the relationship to the real world.
Yeah.
So like legal things. So like if an accident happens, where does the responsibility lie? Is
Yeah.
it is it the company? Is it the driver? There's all sorts of different things
Yeah.
that come into play, and ironing out all these different, uh, ironing out all these different like interacting
Mm.
parts, like real world. Yeah,
Yeah. It's interesting.
that'll be the slow part.
See, I just hope that it always remains as like an option, right?
To do what?
To either drive your own car or self-drive. Like I feel like as long as there's always an option, like I'm cool with it. But I don't want I don't know, I've seen like
I'm
like
not using a self-driving car.
no?
No fucking way.
No? I
No
think it'd be
fucking
cool,
way.
man. Like
I
you're
don't want any car, and it's gonna be harder and harder. I don't want any car that has like remote access computer on board. That's
well,
that's
yeah.
really hard. That's really going to be really hard soon
Well, that's scary, right?
because people hack cars all the time, man. Turn off your brakes and shit like that.
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. I watched a video.
And there's like bugs in everything. You like how many updates does an Apple machine device have? Like there's apps like they don't care. They rush to production
Yep.
and
Yep.
they'll do patches later. That's okay. You take that with your fucking car. Like you're driving a fucking car. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is there was a video I watched of a guy. It was a live demonstration. So this guy was part of some ethical hacking team, and he had a laptop and some sort of receiver device or something, and I don't know, maybe it was just like a network or external network card or something. But he was going through a parking lot, and he's like, all right, we're gonna go through this parking lot. There's X number of cars in here. He's like, there's a chance that I can hack into like 20% of the cars or whatever. Like he was just spitting out these numbers that were like not crazy high, but it's like 20%. Like okay. And then he's like, okay, so he's walking by. He's like, okay, this car here. I was like, I can unlock it. Like, doo 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 doo. He's like unlocking cars and like opening the doors and turning the lights on. And he's like, oh, this car here, I can. And again, maybe this was staged. I don't know. But he's like, this car here, which I think it was a BMW. He's like, oh, we can give throttle, we can access the gas and the brake, and he starts pulling the car out of the parking lot, and I'm like, whoa!